Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, if there's an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast.
Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Looking downfield, it's Ogden. Quickly complete. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Fires left. Pulls it in.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barco. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
So Eastern Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others. And they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got another 25. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Got the quick completion. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Right back to the well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running back.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw. It's Ogden. Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards. Punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Right at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. NC State going up tempo. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards, or sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football, but man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
Run in the red zone. It's best. Spins away from the defender. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Barrels ahead. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Pena. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Nice move there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's high. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And, David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They've bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to throw. It's Ogden. Finds his tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. To stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the
hits the afterburners. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's high. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football.
Powers through. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. The give to the tailback. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. On the run, it's Best. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. NC State quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Hard running there. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the option. Turning it on. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
With the catch, it's long. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The short hands, it's Pena. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking downfield, it's high. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Wants to throw again. Throwing right. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
To the air. It's Ogden. Quickly complete. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Best. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be...
Breaks into the open. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown. Pass.
The areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now on the option. Oh, better look out.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. They'll give it to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go! Let's go!
Caught behind the line. It's Duarte. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with their lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's high. On target. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game. And I think it had a